You published your video, it's already getting views, and all of a sudden you realize, oh my gosh, there's a mistake in it. You forgot to edit something out, you realize that somebody's phone number or email address is in the video. If you're a time-strapped entrepreneur trying to grow a lead-generating YouTube channel, in this video, I'm gonna show you how to fix things from videos that already exist without having to start over from scratch. To get started, you're gonna go into YouTube Studio at studio.youtube.com, and I'm on the Content tab here on the left, and we've got our list of videos. And so find the video that you want to go in and edit. So I'm gonna click this edit pencil button here for details, and it brings up all the places where you can change thumbnails, titles, everything. Then over here on the left menu, we're gonna click on editor, and that opens a full-fledged video, well, no, I was gonna say a full-fledged video editor. No, it opens a very limited video editor. I'm gonna show you the 3 different types of edits you can make to your videos that are already on YouTube. Plus, there's this feature that I almost never see anyone talking about, even though it was announced over a year ago, where you can fix things that can't be edited in the YouTube editor. So stay till the end for that. So the first type of edit you can make is to trim the video. So that means to take something off the front or the back of the video. So if I go to the end of my video here, so click the video on the screen right now to figure out exactly what is the best length. So me pointing there was referencing a chance for somebody to go and watch another video using the end screen feature. But maybe I don't want that on there anymore. So I can click up here and click this plus sign next to trim and cut. And it's gonna bring up these blue bars. If you've ever edited a video on your smartphone, it's kind of like that. Essentially, all you're gonna do is find the part where you want to cut it off. So I'm gonna cut it off right about there, and then you click on this blue bar, and then you just drag it to the part you want to clip off. So the more zoomed in you are, the more accurate you can be. So I'm gonna just move this along, and I can see, then I go there. I don't want that. So I'm gonna go now and put it back to right there. And if you want to preview the edit, you can come in here and click before the edit that you made, click the play button, especially on new and small channels. So there you go. That worked out pretty well. If it was off, then you can just click your mouse on this bar again and then move it back and forth, okay? I'm gonna show you the second thing you can edit in a second, but if you're happy with this, click this black save button here on the upper right. If you're not, you can click discard changes, and there's also an undo button where you can just undo everything that you have done anytime you want. So the trimming is super easy and great, but maybe your video has low watch time, or maybe you had something you promoted in the middle of the video for your business and realize, oh, that's not available anymore. I don't want people to see that part. So for that, we're gonna go to trim and cut again, click the plus sign, and then now we're gonna say new cut, okay? So we say new cut instead, and now you can see it has red bars down here. And so then you can drag these just like we did the other one to the part that you actually want to cut. And I found a section from 651 to 820 that I want to cut. So I'm going to scroll along here. Let's see, right about there. So I like to just do a rough pass first. Then you can zoom in and actually play it and see if it's in the right spot. I'm just kind of watching myself as I scrub the timeline here. And then the same thing at the end. And I don't need to get this perfect right now, but let me just zoom back out. If you want to preview your edit and see if it came out, because you can see now it's there, it's showing in that red. You just put your cursor before, hit play as the video plays. So I actually got the first part right, but if you saw it skipped this whole section. So you can see exactly what the viewer will see before you click save and go, oh my gosh, that was not right, okay? Now there's one more editing tool that I want to show you because it can really save your butt if you are ever in the situation where you need it. Plus the thing that you can do to fix your videos if you can't actually use any of these editing tools, okay? So back in here, the next one is called blur. And if you had something in your video you wanted to blur out, well, you can do it. Personal information, face, anything like that. So you just come in here and click the plus sign, and you can choose face blur or custom blur. So let's do face blur first. And what it does is it actually goes through and detects the faces in your video. Now, I don't know if I had any B-roll or anything in this video. It might be all my face, but we'll find out when this finishes here in just a second. All right, so that finished processing and it found a bunch of faces. There's a couple in here that aren't me. Most of them are me. If you want to just blur all the faces, you can just click select all. Or if you just wanted to blur a certain face, you know, for example, let's say I wanted to blur all the faces that weren't me, I would just click on them think the rest of them are me in some form. Yep. And then I would click apply, and it's added them to the timeline here. You can see the little tiny version and then where it shows up. And now it's going through and applying them. Now let's look at the other version of Blur, Blur Custom Blur. And so for this one, you can see it put a box on my video here, and you can resize it as you would expect. Then up here, you can choose rectangle or oval. And so let's say I had a picture up here of my kids and I didn't want it on YouTube accidentally. Well, I can come up here and just click my mouse and drag that over it. And then that will just be there for the video. And then you have the option to track the object, or you can fix the blur position, which basically means as it goes, you would be able to move it around if you want. So that's the basic idea of how these blurs work. So a lot of people know about that, and maybe that's you as well. You just didn't know how to use it, and that's why you're here. But there's one more way to sort of edit your videos if none of that stuff works. Came out over a year ago. I remember announcing it to my audience, and then I see nobody talking about it. So I want to make sure you're aware of this as well. It's called corrections, and it gives you the ability to actually place a little notification on the screen at a specific timestamp, letting the viewer know, hey, this was not correct. Here's the actual truth. And it could be something you misspoke in the video originally, or it could be something that may be updated over time. So here I'm back in the details tab. In the description, you're going to create a new line, and then you're going to type the word correction, or corrections is fine, followed by a colon. Then on the next line, if you're familiar with YouTube chapters, it works the same way. You're going to type in a timestamp for when you want the correction to appear. So we'll put in 2 minutes and 31 seconds. And then we'll say, this was 2023, not 2024, for example. Okay. If you have more than one correction, you can go to a new line, and then you put in the timestamp again, and then add your mistake, whatever it is that you wanted to correct. Okay. In a lot of cases, you can put it wherever you want in the description. Top, bottom, middle, doesn't matter. But if you have YouTube chapters, then you want to make sure that this comes after the chapters. So this video has chapters or timestamps here. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to put it in underneath. Both of these features use clickable timestamps. I don't know if that's why it is, but just officially from YouTube, make sure that you put them after the chapters. I just wanted to mention that because if you do it and it's not working and you have chapters, it might be because they are above the chapters in your description. Once you've got it the way you want, then you're going to hit the save button up here on the top. And then let's look at what happens when somebody actually watches that video back. Then if you watch the upper right corner, when somebody plays the video back, they're going to see this little thing that says view corrections. And then if you click on it, it actually pops it up for you. Same thing on mobile, and it shows you all of the corrections. Now, that's one of so many settings inside YouTube. And if you've ever wondered what all the settings do when you're uploading your videos, there's some really important ones and there's some that you can completely ignore. Click the video on the screen right now and I'll walk you through each one so you know that you're getting the best out of your channel every time you upload.